In the late 13th century, a small group of warriors lived on a crumbling frontier. Within generations, their state reached across 3 continents and fully dismantled the 1,000-year-old Byzantine Empire. This group began without an inherited treasury or administrative center, building their state through the direct seizure of territory. This raises a question: how did a forgotten border tribe manage to become one of the most dominant powers in human history? Their rise resulted from a specific strategy: mastering the art of survival while the 2 massive superpowers bordering them collapsed at the same time. In the late 1200s, Anatolia was a lawless territory. To the east, the Seljuk Sultanate lay in ruins, shattered by Mongol invasions that left a massive gap in regional authority. To the west, the Byzantine Empire was in terminal decline, struggling to defend its own borders after centuries of rule. As these powers receded, Anatolia fractured into small, competing Turkish principalities called beyliks. This instability created an ideal environment for growth. Without a central power to stop them, an ambitious tribe could absorb its neighbors and build a new nation. One of these tribes was led by a man named Osman. His territory sat directly against the vulnerable Byzantine border. Osman sought to unite the local tribes under a single leadership, focusing on the construction of a permanent state. His warriors, known as Ghazis, were motivated by a sense of religious mission and the promise of new territory. Osman's successful attacks on Byzantine towns expanded his lands and attracted more fighters to his cause. This momentum transformed his group from a nomadic band into a structured threat to the Byzantine state. In 1302, at the Battle of Baphius, the Byzantines sent a formal imperial army to stop the rising threat. Osman's forces dismantled the organized Byzantine lines, proving they could outmatch an ancient empire on the battlefield. The victory signaled that the Ottomans were a legitimate regional force, capable of challenging established powers. Baphius served as the catalyst that turned a frontier tribe into a sovereign power. After Osman's death, his son Orhan pushed the expansion further. The Ottomans captured the city of Bursa and established it as their first capital, marking their transition into the administration of major urban centers. They built organized standing armies and administrative systems to manage their growing territory. Soon, they crossed the sea into the Balkans, securing permanent footholds on the European continent. By establishing these European territories, the Ottomans became the geographic and political bridge between East and West. In 1453, Sultan Mehmed II led the final siege of the Byzantine capital, Constantinople. To win, they had to breach the walls of Constantinople, imposing stone fortifications that had protected the city for over 1,000 years. The Ottomans took the city, bringing a definitive end to the 1,000-year-old Byzantine Empire. Starting as a small tribe in a lawless buffer zone, the Ottomans had erased the final remnants of antiquity. By 1453, they controlled the critical trade routes between East and West and governed territories across 3 continents.